Deadline for this one is, okay. Yeah, we have plenty of time. This one's for Claude. He already has his ready. I think this gives him, like, a gold level battalion, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
The Great Bridge of Murden was considerably better fortified than it was 5 years ago. The bridge was full of soldiers, and they all died. And Ferdy was there. We killed Ferdy, Professor. He used to be our friend. Do you remember those days?
I remember you being such a donor. I do. Like, after this point, all of Dorothea's, like, thing is just like, hey, we killed another one. Aren't you sad about it? Yeah, that's basically all she does at this point. Oh no, not another one! Yeah, that's all she does after this point.
We might see Edelgard herself leading the enemy in the next battle. If they're coming out of Fort Mercius, our troops might even clash on Gronder Field. And those other troops on the march. Who knows what they'll do, or what side they'll take. Not sure how we're supposed to form a strategy with so many unknowns. I don't know why you're so confident, but it does somehow make me feel better. Anyway, we've come this far. Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
I believe Dimitri dies, like, after this chapter. Edelgard gets, like, some more time, but not that long. And then, like, most of the focus becomes, like, Almiron and the ones who dwells in dark, Slitters in dark, whatever they're called. Oh, hi.
Thanks so much.
Alright, I
You're
have
a
a
sweetheart.
thing for you. Right.
Claude was saying that our next battle might be in Gronder Field. Is that right? Reminds me of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But of course that was a very different time. When it was over, all 3 class heads complimented each other on their bravery. And then we had a party. But we can never go back to that, can we?
Yeah, probably not.
Professor!
Hello there. Lady Rhea, I've got to keep this place clean. And I mean properly clean. Every day. Dust it, sweep it, everything. You never can tell when Lady Rhea might be back.
I mean, like, whenever I want her to be back, honestly.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Berglitz. It's famous as the main granary of Fódlan. If we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Welcome. Come back soon.
I'm trying to buy silver shields. I don't know if you guys have it.
Welcome.
No. Alright.
Please come again. Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead. I'm glad you think so highly of me, but we have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
A moment, please.
Lady Rhea. I gotta say, It's tough to keep the fighting spirit alive when you recognize your enemies on the battlefield. So you can't avoid it, huh? How did everything get so messed up? Just because we're fighting someone doesn't mean we gotta hate them. That's probably the worst thing about war. Win or lose, I still get a bad taste in my mouth.
Hey! Huh? I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. Never thought I'd see the day. You'd never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die, let's be honest. If you don't mind me saying, you don't look like you're in the middle of a crisis either. Oh, perhaps that was a little rude of me? Actually, it's the Great Tree Moon now, isn't it? Not that anyone's in much of a mood to celebrate the new year, of course.
It's like this. I'm a graduate of the Golden Deer House, but that was a little before your time, Professor. We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Of course, we mostly have Holtz to thank for that. And now he's the greatest general in the Alliance. I didn't do so great in comparison.
Dude, I can't believe they didn't show, like, Holt's face not even once in this game. I mean, like, you do get to see him in 3 Holt's, and he's awesome, but, you know.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is minister of the Imperial household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
I wonder if, like, if you don't get together with Edelgard, does Edelgard get together with Hubert? If you choose Black Eagle? It's something I'm gonna try to find out eventually, because if I will play Black Eagle from start again, like non-Elite Plus, at some point, probably later on down the road. And I'll probably choose Dorothea or Petra for, like, if I date anyone. But, so I want to see what happens to Edelgard and Hilbert.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Perseus. If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
Do you have a mission for me?
Hey, I could use a hand.
Find herb. Oh, right. Okay, so no, that's not what I want. Yeah.
Professor, beyond the Great Bridge of Merden, it's all unfamiliar territory for us. We don't know where Lady Rhea is being held. We ought to investigate all potential locations thoroughly. The Knights of Seiros will handle the search. We'll report back if we learn anything.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Since Little Claude became their leader, the Alliance Lords haven't been especially unified. Now they're suddenly united for a common cause. As a result, the Empire hasn't been able to perform even one successful incursion. Rather, we're the ones who might get the jump on them. It's incredible. Magical, even. Maybe his strategic genius was simmering for those 5 years, and it returned to a full boil once you two were reunited. Or maybe he always knew he'd meet you again, and he was preparing for that this whole time.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what he's doing?
Hello there. Pardon me.
So, we're finally moving into enemy territory. We can expect the war to get even more intense from here on out. I'm really feeling the tension now. I have almost no experience with battles of this scale. Professor, I'll be grateful for your leadership on the battlefield. I know I can trust you.
Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then? Can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor?
I think it's after.
I'm glad you have
Yeah.
not forgotten. It was shortly after I joined your class. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Professor, thanks to our victory, I've been able to study the Great Bridge of Merden at my leisure. And you know what? It's an astounding structure. So much history there. Imagine how much time and effort it must have taken to build something that big. Over water, no less. I hope that someday it will be opened up to the people of Fódlan. A historical site, rather than a military checkpoint.
So the Boar Prince is dead. Decapitated, I hear. I haven't seen the severed head myself. Perhaps he's still alive and leading that army. Don't patronize me. If his head is still attached to his body, I'll remedy that without hesitation.
I'm gonna take
Either
you
way,
up on
a
that.
major battle awaits us. Try not to die. I'd be annoyed if you did.
I'm going to have you kill Dimitri, actually. And maybe have Dorothea kill Edelgard.
When undertaking research, the usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments. Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception. You seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research. Worry not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you? I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny as a crest scholar.
Cool. Don't care. Good luck with that. I'm gonna actually, if I'm gonna do what I wanna do,
You leave theirs on. I hope.
I'm gonna buy some 2 Master Seal from you. I know you sell them, yeah. 3,000 a pop, not cheap, but you know, I'll
Thanks
take
a
it.
bunch. Come back soon.
I'm gonna get 2. I'm gonna do the load and the reload thing. If it doesn't work out. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Raphael might miss all of his attacks, though. It doesn't matter. I have 10 activity ones. If he misses, I'm gonna switch in Helder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're like, nobody does any damage to him, so he only needs to hit. Yeah.
No chance. That's another one. Can't afford to lose.
Yeah, I win either way.
No chance.
Yeah, there we go. That was the semifinals. This is the final. Okay, so I still have a higher hit rate out than him. Okay. Unless he gets like a crit, I'm fine. Oh, nice. And he missed one too. Ah,
Should have
great.
seen that coming.
Silver axe and some money. Do you use a silver axe? You do. When you're fine. I'm gonna give you a silver axe actually. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Hilda, you are... Which other... Is there any more relic that I'm not using? Fugo is yours, I think. Yeah. Spear of a Cell, you're using that. Yeah, okay. Sublime Sword of Parade, I don't want to use that, so yeah, I'm not going to. Okay. Okay, you're using this one. Yeah. Anyone else needs a critical ring? I mean, yeah, you're more or less my sniper. Alright.
I heard that some unidentified troops have appeared, but apparently they were flying the flag of the Fargus royal family. Do you think it was Dimitri's ghost?
Or he's like a live body.
His country was taken before he ever wore the crown. Surely he must regret that.
I don't know if he regrets anything at this point. He lost his goddamn mind. I mean, lately, 5 years, every time the sun rises, a little more. Perhaps since I hate it, don't worry if I know. Yeah.
Professor, I trust you and Claude, but I feel uneasy. If we lose in the next battle, the Empire's army will likely come surging into Alliance territory. If that happens, my parents won't escape unharmed. They've raised their anti-Imperial flag after all. Thank you, Professor. I'll fight with all I've got to. Speaking with you has eased my mind a bit. Just enough, in fact, to put me in the mood for sweets.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Something else. House Gloucester has changed its allegiance and joined the faction that is against the Empire. The Alliance will thus remain united. But thanks to this latest ploy, my father is more suspicious of Claude now than ever, if such a thing is possible. Ordinarily, I might credit his helpful posture toward us to his devout faith in the Church of Seros. But it is clear to me now that this is nothing more than a shrewd calculation on his part. He is only thinking of his position. We are in the clear for now, but please bear in mind that the Alliance is never an entirely stable union.
So, we're finally invading Empire territory. There's not much we can do right now, except pray for deliverance. I truly believe that we have it in us to succeed.